Assalamualaikum. Today our group will present about market structure analysis project. This is our group members, which is Iqbal, Ozoid, Ain, Hani and Najah.
Market structure play an important role in determining how firms compete, set price and allocate resources within an economy. In microeconomics, the four major market structure are perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition and oligopoly. Each structure has different characteristics in terms of market power competition and consumer welfare. The objective of this report is to understand the difference between these four market structures by analyzing real-world firms and examining how their behavior reflects the economic theories learned in this course. Through this analysis, we aim to connect theoretical concepts with actual business situation and gain a deeper understanding of how market structure influence pricing decisions, competition, and overall market performance.
Next, I will explain the characteristic of a perfect competitive market using the rice market as an example. First, there are a large number of firms in the market. Many sellers offer rice, so no single seller can control the market price. Each seller only represents a small portion of the total market. Secondly, there is easy entry and exit. New firms can enter the rice market relatively easily, and existing firms can leave if they are not making profits. This helps maintain competition in the industry. Third, the product is homogeneous, meaning the rice sold by different sellers is very similar. Since consumers will see little difference between products, they usually compare price and quality before making a purchase. Lastly, firms are price takers. The market price is determined by overall demand and supply, and individual sellers might accept the price if a seller charges a higher price than competitors. Customers can easily switch to another seller. This characteristic make perfect competition highly competitive and help ensure fair price for consumer.
A monopoly exists when a single firm dominates entire market and become the sole provider of a product and service. In this type of market, there are no close substitute and the firm has significant control over pricing and production decision. Monopolies are commonly found in public utility sectors such as electricity and water service because this industry requires large investments and intensive infrastructure. Due to their strong market power, government regulation is important to ensure fair pricing and quality services for consumers. For this analysis, we selected two monopoly firms in Malaysia, Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) and Indah Water Consumption known as IWK. TNB is the main electricity provider in Peninsular Malaysia and is responsible for generate and transmitting and distribute electricity. Meanwhile, IWK is the national sewerage company responsible for managing wastewater treatment and public sewerage system throughout the country. This firm was selected because they operate in public utilities industry, face very limited competition on critical infrastructure, and demonstrate the key characteristic of monopoly market structure. Monopolies can influence market efficiency in different ways. First, they can improve efficiency by avoiding duplication of industry infrastructure and achieving economies of scale. Example, having a single electricity or sewerage network can reduce overall costs. Second, a lack of competition may reduce pressure to innovate and improve productivity. Without competition, firms may become less efficient over time. This is why government regulation plays a crucial role in ensuring monopoly firms continue to operate efficiently and responsibly. In conclusion, TNB and IWK are clear examples of monopoly firms in Malaysia. Both companies operate in industry with high barriers to enter, significant infrastructure requirements, and limited competition, while monopoly can provide reliable service and benefit from economies of scale. They may also create challenges such as reduced consumer choice and weaker incentive for innovation. Therefore, effective government regulation is essential to ensure that monopoly firms operate fairly, efficiently, and in the best interest and consumer of society.
Next is monopolistic competition market. First is market structure. We are analyzing Malaysia's retail food and beverage sector, which serve as a premier empirical representation of monopolistic competition. This market is characterized by a large number of independent sellers offering products that serve similar needs but are highly distinguished by branding and design. Unlike an oligopoly, these firms act independently. They cannot collude to form cartels because mutual reliance among them is low. They face downward sloping demand curves, meaning they have some power to set prices rather than being passive price takers. To illustrate this, we selected Secret Recipe Cakes and Cafe and San Francisco Coffee. Secret Recipe differentiates itself through a family dining and occasion niche, specializing in halal-certified gourmet cakes. SF Coffee instead targets urban professionals by providing productivity spaces and premium single-origin beans. We choose this firm because they perfectly demonstrate non-price competition. They invest heavily in created ambience and service quality to shift their demand curve outward rather than engaging in destructive price wars. What does this mean for the Malaysian consumer? The most significant benefit is expanded choice and dynamic innovation. Because firms must constantly fight for market share, they are pressured to continuously upgrade their menus and digital loyalty apps. For example, a consumer needing a workspace will option for SF Coffee, while one planning a celebration will choose Secret Recipe. This differentiation ensures the marketplace is tailored to every specific consumer preference. However, there are trade-offs. Because these brands have market power, they charge a price premium that exceeds the marginal cost of production, leading to allocative inefficiency and a dead weight loss for society. Additionally, the ease of market entry often results in excess capacity, where many shops sit half empty and operate below peak efficiency. To protect consumers, the Malaysian Competition Commission (MyCC) enforced the Competition Act 2010 to prevent price-fixing cartels and ensure that large franchises don't unfairly exclude smaller local competitors.
Lastly is oligopoly market. In economic theory, an oligopoly is a market structure dominated by a small number of large firms that possess substantial market power. There are three foundational elements to understand regarding this structure. First, the industry exhibits high market concentration, meaning a small tier of dominant firms serve as the primary gatekeepers for supply. Second, its firms operate under mutual interdependence where the strategic choice of one player directly impacts and forces a response from the others. Third, the market is protected by formidable barrier to entry which prevent new competitors from easily entering the market. We selected Maxis and Celcom Digi because they command the vast majority of Malaysia's mobile market share. The behavior perfectly illustrates mutual interdependence. For instance, if Maxis launch a competitive 5G bundle, Celcom Digi must rapidly match it to prevent subscriber migration. This constant tactical counter-offering drives the entire industry. High entry barriers, like a massive capital investment for nationwide infrastructure and strict government licensing from the MCMC, keep this market tightly consolidated around these two core incumbents. The intense rivalry between Maxis and Celcom Digi drive rapid technological innovation, resulting in accelerated 5G rollouts and improved network reliability that directly benefit consumers. On the other hand, high concentration limits true pricing diversity, leading to parallel pricing structure and fewer highly disruptive, low-cost options for the mass market. The environment also creates a theoretical risk of tacit collision, where firms might implicitly align their terms to maximize profit rather than competing on price. Government protection agencies like MCMC and MyCC watch over the market to stop the big companies from being too powerful and to keep things fair to everyone.
Conclusion, the four market structure differ in pricing behavior, market power, competition level, and consumer welfare. For perfect competition, it has most efficient allocating of resources, competitive pricing. Second, monopoly is high market power and potential for higher prices. And third is monopolistic competition and oligopoly, which is product differentiation and innovation and strategic competition among firms. Government's regulation are important to ensure fair competition and protect consumer. Market structure theories help explain real-world business behavior and market performance.